Hey, it's saying I'm live. Hello, everybody. I am looking at everybody's questions over here on the side. You guys got kickstarted. I love it. I'm going to address one of the questions right now because Sherry is asking a question. May I please ask when I had, and I'm going to reword this, Sherry, an energy block removed. The word implant can be a triggering word. It was an energy block that was removed 2 years ago by me or by Daniel. Did they replace it or am I okay? And we will look at that question for you, Sherry, but I do want to explain to people as we get going. Sometimes when we come into this world, we have a lot of abilities, a lot of gifts that come with us, and we put disruptors in place so that we don't get a hold of them too early on in life. You know, if you're a child that's predicting future stuff or telling family members that they see loved ones that are no longer with us, then sometimes that can create havoc in your life. So there's times where we'll put crown chakra blocks or blocks around the ear chakras just to kind of detour some of the information that comes in. We put them there. So that is what, when I do sessions with Daniel, we look for any energy blocks that were put in place that would be okay to be removed at this point. And so we will look at that with Sherry and we'll check that out. So cool to have you guys all here. Loving it. And we'll give it just a little bit more time. Let more people get in here. And Josh is over here working. So say hello, Josh.
Hello. Come over and say hi.
Yeah, he's going to come over and let you guys all see who he is. The mystery man behind the questions. He's going to poke his head in here. This is my son, Josh, and he is the one that's going to be helping you guys all out. He's going to be writing down the questions and making sure that I get those when I'm in the channel with Daniel. Oh my gosh, look at you guys. Alabama, we're Spokane, Seattle. I'm liking that. That's awesome. Getting some. And now everybody's saying hello to you, Josh. Very nice. So cool to have you guys all here. I'm noticing that the fan that I have running is making it look almost like a disco light behind me. That's from the fan, if you're catching that in the video, sorry. All right. Hi, Chris from Australia. I'm making it to my live event. Thank you for being here. Let's shout out some names. I love doing that. So we've got, okay, so we've got Beverly, Lucy, Teresa, Viana, Tracie, Anahita, I don't know if I'm going to say this right, Viorel, Viorel. I'm sorry, I know I didn't say that right, and I know you have a question it's going to be an interesting question coming in. Hi, Brandy, and Sarah, and Christina, and Chris, of course, and Alicia, and we got Barb, and Remzo, Organic A, hi. Totally I think I already said hi to Tracie, but Totally Cosmic Tracie, loving the name. With a Y. And Nicole and Sherry, you guys are amazing. Thank you for being here. Hi, Sarah. Hi, Shannon. Okay, I hope I got you guys all. Hi, Sophia, Angie. It's good to see you guys. So glad to have you. All right. So I won't keep you guys waiting too much longer. We're only going to do about an hour because I've had quite a few things going on today, so my energy level might peak out about that time. So we're going to go get Daniel. We're going to bring you guys. Oh, hello from London. Sorry, I get distracted. I'm like a little squirrel. I'm watching all of you say hi back. I love live because then I can talk to you. Okay, I'll go get Daniel. I won't keep you guys waiting. Josh has got a list a mile long already, so I will. I'll try to keep Daniel to the short answers on my end, okay? And do that. Ina, hello. All right, here we go. Let's get Daniel. You guys have started the party without me. Yes, you are out there celebrating. What a beautiful day this is. We know that we are in the energy of the full moon, and we are all feeling that bouncing off of us in this radiant ways. We want to bring a message to you, and then we'll start bringing in the questions so that we can get you some answers, so we can just put everybody in this beautiful high vibration of this beautiful planet that is ready to embrace you with whatever it is you need to have happen today. So what we want to do is we want to just have you all imagine yourselves being just wrapped up in the most beautiful energy of love. You are all being surrounded by your benevolent beings, and all of those beautiful beings are bringing in the most extravagant energy. And today we are bringing that all together with all of you and all of us. As we bring this energy together, we like to just swirl it around and let it be part of everybody's experience. We know that a lot of you have been waiting for, as we swallowed wrong, that is not going to settle well. That is the fun of live, isn't it? Anyway, so as you guys have all been waiting for this moment where we go live, where we are here interacting with you in the very moment that you're actually listening. How fun is that? And so as we are doing that, we are putting out there the energy of asking, what is it that needs to be we want to quit using that word need. What is the biggest desire of the universe to bring to you as a collective for information today? That sounds like a better way to bring it in, like a celebration. And what we are seeing is a lot of energy of healing. There is a lot of energy of healing in many different levels. We've got healing going on in the physical body. We've got healing going on in the mental body. We have healing going on in the emotional body. There is a lot of healing going on, a lot of things that are surfacing for people that are uncomfortable. And we say to you, move through it fast, fast, fast. You can move through it fast. Just be present with it. Don't run from it. Don't try to send it away. Don't try to buckle it down and push it down and do all these things with it. Just be with it. Be with it right now. Does it hurt? Is it sad? Where is it coming from? Where's the frustration? Where's the heartache? Where's the pain? Where's the anger? Where is the energy? And where is it coming from in your body? And where is it that you are being still with it? How are you managing this with yourself to be with the energy that is coming in? See where it wants to take you. What story does it have to tell? Ask it. Ask the energy, what is it that you want me to know? Where is it that I should learn from this and grow from this and expand from this? And for some of you, there is a lot of extreme energies going on. It feels like it just keeps tapping you on the shoulder, and it's not letting up, is it? It just keeps tap, 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 tap. I'm right here. I didn't go anywhere. You looked at me and I'm still here. I'm still here. We want you to know that your angels, your guides, and your helpers are all around you. They want to help you understand where this is coming from and what it is here to serve you for. What is it doing for you? For a lot of you, it is about letting go of attachments and expectations, getting very present. What story are you telling? What is it that you are saying about this situation at hand? Look at the words you're using. The words you are using, just like we corrected ourselves when we said need. No, you don't need to have this information. What is the universe think that you would benefit from having? What words are you choosing to describe your situation, to describe what is going on? Those words are your clues. Those are your clues. They are the map to helping you find the answer. Where is it that you journey through this energy and find it from your past, find it from another time? Because it is here to serve you. It is here to release right now. It wants to be healed as much as you want to heal it. That is why it is there. That is why it's showing up. Now, for those of you who have been in the bliss state, have been in this beautiful place of celebration and knowing the world is conspiring to help you and to evolve you and to move you forward in great and expansive ways, we say to you, keep spreading the love, because it is contagious, isn't it? As you smile, as you compliment another, as you move forward in your beautiful energy, it is contagious. You are leaving that vibration wherever you go, this beautiful energy. And someone who sits in the chair after you, or somebody who is following you on the bike path, or somebody who is walking down the same aisle as you at the grocery store, whatever it might be, you are helping to expand their world just by being the energetic light bulb that you are. So thank you for that. There is a lot of questions. So we're going to move into the questions. We just want to hold our gratitude for all of you for being here. We want to thank you for being here. We want to be present with you and your energy and your questions, and we want to get through as many as possible. So we will do our best to not be chatterboxes today and get you straight to the answer. How about that? And so, Josh, we would like to know, what is the first question?
The first question's from Vorel, and they want to ask Daniel what their connection with Jupiter and Saturn is. Or what, their connection is, not Daniel's.
We could go into our connection. What we want to say is, so Jupiter and Saturn, those are the planets we are looking at for you. Well, first off, what we would like to say is, when we look at your energy, you are like a beaming light, like a starseed energy that just emanates the light. And so when we look at Jupiter and Saturn, we want to ask, why are you focused on those two planets in particular? Because we see you connected to a multitude of planets. You are not just limited to the two planets, but you are connected in Saturn. There is an inner planetary system, an inner city in the system, an inner, like we have the inner Earth here on your planet. There is an inner Saturn as well, and you have connections there, as well as you have spent time there in that planetary system. We're looking at Jupiter now just to see what we get going with that. Jupiter does not seem as it isn't what it seems. That's what we want to say. It isn't what it seems. It feels like that is a portal, or that is a gateway to get to another planetary system. We're not sure if there is a broader answer to that, but that is what we are asking for from your council and your team, and that is the answer that comes back, that you use it as a portal, or it almost is like a slingshot, they say. It's like it shoots you through this vortex of energy and brings you out into another planetary system on the other side. So it feels as if that is not what it seems to be. And we want to say you are connected to many beautiful, beautiful planets and planetary systems. You have managed, what is the words we want to say? You have incarnated on many different systems and have come to help many planetary systems evolve. So you have lots of practice at this, is where we're going with that. And you also have an energy that emanates from the heart chakra. We see it come in through the crown, and it emanates out through the heart chakra. And when you use this energy, when you can get into the heart chakra and feel the love from the heart chakra, that gets showered over the earth atmosphere. And so it is a beautiful thing to share. So we'll move on to the next question.
The next question was from Sherry, and they were asking, when they had the energy block removed 2 years ago, was it replaced, or are they okay?
And we assume we have the permission of all of you, by the way, to be in your energy. So if you are asking a question, you are giving us permission to be in your energy, and we thank you for that, because we honor your energy and we respect that. And so, Sherry, as we look at your energy, we say, not only did it not get replaced, but the expansion of taking away the block that was there before is a beautiful one. And you should be working with the color blue. There is a cobalt blue is what we're hearing, cobalt blue, or a darker blue color. When you work with this blue color, it expands the crown chakra and the third eye. You may want to find a crystal to put in your pocket or wear as a gem on your necklace, but it helps to expand the third eye for you. And we also see that there is a lot of energy that moves through your body. That is one of the things we want you to remember to do is to ground daily and to clear the energy that you collect throughout the day, because you are an energy magnet, but that's not always a bad thing. You can collect all kinds of very powerful, beautiful energy, but if you do not keep moving it through you, then it starts to build up and feel too intense. And that goes for anybody that resonates for. Please take that information. When you are moving through energies of this earth, you are taking them on, and it is building up, and it might start to build up to the point where it feels like you feel agitated or pushed or under pressure of some sort. And so go outside and ground out, touch a rock, hug a tree, put your feet in the grass, whatever it might be, and then just set the intention to ground out and move that energy through. And then throughout your day, try to remember to do that from time to time, to just ground the energy out. And you will start to find that you're feeling a little bit better with the flow of energy as it's moving now, instead of being stagnant and building up. It is a beautiful gift to be that sensitive to the energy, but it is not a beautiful gift if it starts building up and becoming uncomfortable. So we say, use your energy for good, yes, and put it into the planet and the plants and the trees, and just share that energy with the beautiful earth around you. Okay, next question.
The next question comes from Nicole, and they're asking what their connection is to the trees in the forest. They're saying that they dream of trees marching like soldiers.
We have the fan blowing his questions everywhere. Yes.
They also dream of gray aliens marching as well.
Well, the trees, there is planetary systems and collectives for everything you see here on your planet. And so there are planets where there are tree beings that are mobile, that are not rooted into the ground like they are in your reality. And so they have a different experience in that planet. And it feels like your connection to the trees is that you have been a tree on this planet. And so you know how to communicate with the trees and how to be in that energy and that frequency. Now, the second half of that was about seeing. Can you tell us what the gray thing was again with the grays?
Oh, it was gray aliens.
And what was that part of it?
Oh, they were also marching like soldiers, the same as the trees.
Well, as a lot of you know, some of the ones that you refer to as the grays, there are some that are AI, as you would refer to them as, and that is because we've talked about this before, the energies of the earth are not always conducive to the energy of the oneness consciousness. And so it is very risky for any of the higher vibrational energies to come into the lower vibration, because it could affect the entire collective versus just the individual. And so there has been grays that have been created in the likeness of the gray that are of mechanical robotic use. And just like in anything, we actually had this conversation today earlier, just like anything, there are the good and the bad, right? There are good people and there are the people that want to, that have different motives. And the same with any of the species as you go through them, any of the collectives that we have, the same possibilities can happen, right? And so, so any of you that have a negative image of the grays, please know that there are some beautiful grays out there that are healers, that are here to help, and that are raising the vibration of the planet right there with you. And the grays are actually the ones that are able to connect with the earth the most, because they are the closest vibration to the earth vibration. So they are the ones that you have the most familiarity with. And most of them are coming into this planet with good intentions to help and to create the evolution and the ascension with you. So just so that you know, and again, that could be, was that Nicole that we're talking to with this one? Is that Nicole's question?
Yes.
So Nicole, what we want to say to you is that we think that you are part of this collective, you are part of this group, or this galactic council that has arranged for these foot soldiers, as you might say, to come into this planet and to work in that way. So we think on some level, what we are seeing here is that you have connections with the councils that have designed these interactions, these beings to be among you. And so you are here as one of the guardians of that energy and of that space, and you are being reminded of that now, and you are being activated in that now. So that is a good place to be. You're part of part of helping to raise the vibration on the larger collective. What is the next question?
Next question comes from Totally Cosmic Tracie with a Y, and they want to know if you have any insights on their cats Fig and Cashew. Fig is highly telepathic, and Cashew came to them through a synchronicity.
Mm-hmm. Well, this Tracie is in here saying, well, even though you spell your name with a Y, we will look at that, yes. And we tease, as there are so many ways to spell the name Tracie, isn't there? So as we look at your kitty cats, please give us the names of the cats again.
It was Fig and Cashew.
Fig and Cashew. We're trying to see which one is doing what. We think it is the one that does the telepathy, the one that is very intelligent. Fig. Fig is the one that we see transmits, that's the word, transmits messages to you from other planetary systems. Not just the Lyran Council, but also some of the other councils have been able to tune into that frequency as well and send you messages telepathically. And so Fig is a little worker bee, but a very fun cat indeed, and very much this cat knows its purpose. That is funny. It knows its purpose, and it takes it very seriously. I have a job, and that is what it is. And then Cashew is very entertaining. We feel like that this cat is at sometimes can seem oblivious, and that is what we want to say, oblivious to, I just want to play, I want to roll around, I want to sleep over here in the corner, I want to be doing this, I want to be doing that, but a lot of curiosity. And this particular cat is a healer, and it will find you. If you are not feeling well, it seems to find you. We want to say that the cat would sit on you and purr and do its little thing to move the energy around, but there are also times where we think the cat will hide, and it is very sensitive to energy. So if the cat is hiding, it's time to call in the angels to clear the energy of the home. That is what we'll say. And so watch your cats, because they're both very informative in their own ways, either through the healing or the hiding, or through the telepathy and the information that gets transferred between you. And we're hearing both cats act as your guardians in their own way, and are very particular about their humans. That's what they say. So what is the next question?
Next question comes from Organic A, and they don't have any specific question, but they want to know if there's anything, like any important messages that they need to hear or know at this time.
Well, the first thing that we see is this blue beam of energy. We're getting a lot of blue energy today. Isn't that fun when a collective gets together and there's a familiar energy that goes on with the collective? And today that energy is blue. It's a blue frequency, a blue vibration. That is the first thing we see. And then we're going to say we could bring in your counsel to move some energy off of the ear. It is clouding how accurately you can hear, or how much we think that what happens here is you doubt some of what you hear, and so it creates this static or this noise here. And this is what we were talking about earlier with Sherry. There's this energy block is what we call it. And so we would like to come in and move the energy block, but we do need you to give permission to do that. We're going to send the council over there, the workers over there, to work with you on removing that block around the ear, but they will not be able to get started on that until you give verbal permission, say yes please, or however you want to bring it in. We bring it in the highest and best good for your highest vibration, and only the highest and best good can be that happens today. In this whole entire collective that we have, we call that in. Now, as we're looking at any of the other energy that could come in, there is a collective of Arcturians for you, the organic one. there's a collective of Arcturians that want to bring in messages. You are also connected to a Syrian council, and you are connected to the Anchar Council. We point down because this particular collective is in the inner earth, and they have messages for you because you are their connection on the outer crust of the earth. You are the outside connection, and if they can send you telepathic connections, information, it seems like there is a grid that they want you to work on. And if you can tap into that and just send energy, even if you cannot understand what is the grid you want me to work on, set the intention to send this blue energy to the grid that you are intended to work on with this collective, and it will get there. And so that is the message we have for you. What is the next question?
Sorry, 1 second here. The next question comes from Sarah, and it says that they're recently told they need to relocate and get a tornado shelter before November 2022. Does Daniel feel the same way, or is it just... Yeah. Yes, that's the question. Does Daniel feel the same?
Mm-hmm. There are lots of things going on the planet right now, aren't there? We're looking for your energy, Sarah, and we're trying to lock in on you to make sure we get the accurate information. There is going to be more weather situations coming in. We're looking to see, do you need a tornado shelter? Well, the obvious answer to that would be, well, where are you moving? If you... That is a tricky one to answer because we don't want to instill fear with you. We're going to tell you, do the thing that makes you feel the most comfortable. And so if it makes you feel comfortable that you have this shelter and you know you have that to go to, then yes, please do that. Because if you feel safe, then you're going to create a safe environment. If you go somewhere and you find a place without the shelter, and then that is on your mind, and it is creating an energy of unsafety and attracting to you situations to show you you're not safe. And so we're going to tell you, you have the answer to your own question. If it makes you feel safe to have the shelter, then please do make sure that you have the shelter, because the main purpose of all of this that we do is, how do you feel? What do you believe? Where is that vibration within you? And so if the vibration, if you're saying, okay, I don't need that shelter, I feel safe without it, and you truly feel safe without it, then you will be fine. But when you're going, okay, I don't need that shelter, but I wonder if I need that shelter. I wonder if I need that. I wonder if I need to do this over here. I wonder if I should put this precaution in place. I wonder if I should store some food. If you're doing that, do all those things. Get the shelter, store the food, do it all, because that's what's going to make you feel safe. And then the hope is that you'll never need to use it, because now you feel so safe, it does not rattle your frequencies, right? And so we know that isn't a direct answer, but it is an answer that many of you actually needed to hear, because you need to look at what is it that you're creating, and it is not a judgment. And if you believe that, if you are hearing something, or you are believing something, or you're seeing things on the news right now, we got a lot of flooding going on. You're seeing that stuff. It is bringing in some worry and some fear. Take the precautions you need to take to to calm your systems and to bring in that stillness so that you feel safe. If you think, oh my gosh, what if it floods here? Get a boat. If you think, oh my gosh, what if there's a hurricane over here? Get hurricane sheltered windows, or a very sturdy home, or whatever it is, or move inland a bit. If you're thinking the tornadoes are going to get hit, get a shelter. Do you see what we mean? It is not a bad thing to go out there and get the things that make you feel safe. Just because it's saying, oh, there might be a tornado that hits. Well, if you live in a place where tornadoes hit, then that is not good, bad, or indifferent. It just is. You live in an area where that can happen. And so take the precautions to protect yourself. And hopefully that answer resonates for you guys, because we do want you to generate peace and love and happiness. And maybe having those things in place is helping you to do that. And that is not bad. That is not a bad thing at all. Okay, what is the next question?
The next question comes from Sophia, and they're wondering about their current path and about where to go next.
Well, that is a little bit vague.
Yeah.
Sophia, we might ask you to elaborate on that a little bit, because current path could be a bazillion different directions for us. It could be a relationship, it could be work, it could be many different things, and it could mean your spirituality. We do not know which one you want. What we will do is we will tune into you and give you a message that feels appropriate for you, because there are a lot of questions and we're not sure we'd be able to get back to that one. So what we are seeing is we're seeing birds. We're seeing birds around you. And there is this sense of flying free like a bird, being free. What makes you feel free? But also that you are connected to the birds. You are connected to the avian tribes. And maybe that is something that you could look into. What are you drawn to? Is it a hawk? Is it an eagle? Is it a robin? Is it a this or is it a bat? Find the birds that you find yourself drawn to. Ask for your avian tribes to come in and speak with you. You have had lifetimes on this planet, and you won't find this in the history books, by the way, but you had lifetimes on this planet where you were an avian being that was of intelligence, like a human, and we're trying not to laugh about the intelligent human, right? What? No, but you had collectives. You had a lifetime or two here where you were in the bird collectives that were more of the humaness nature, and would speak and communicate, and had villages and all types of different things. If you were drawn to the Arizona area, you might even find some familiarity there, because some of those tribes lived within that area back in the far, far, far back, before history books would even mention them. You are also connected to some ships that land out in the deserts in those areas. And you have been up on ships. You have been on ships when you're in your sleep state, and there might even be some times in your life where time was frozen and they took you off and did whatever work you needed to do and brought you back, restart time, that type of thing. Or you lose a bit of time. You might find that you've lost a gap of time, and that is because you are connected in those ways where you go and assist on the ships when you are called to do so. We do wish that you could remember that too. Hopefully you asked that question, because we're hearing it in the head. I wish I could remember that. We wish you could remember that too. So maybe start asking, now that the veil is thinning, can I start remembering some of these journeys? Some of them you take at night when you're in the sleep state. Some of them you do take them during the day when that is allowed and provided. And with that, we think we'll leave you with that, Sophia. We're not sure if that would answer your question or not, but at least we gave you something with showing up here for the show. We thank you so much for your support, and we do want to help enlighten wherever we can that there is so much more to this world than what we think or experience. Yeah. What is the next question?
The next question is from. There we go. It's from Damien, and they're asking, this is what I should reword. They feel like they should build a house for themselves, but they're not sure if it's the right decision. They're wondering Daniel's opinion on the subject.
Yes, Damien, you need to clear some fear-based energies that you picked up when you were in your childhood. Something about the fear of, we're not sure if this is about money or if this is about growing roots, putting roots down and not being as mobile, being more married to this place now that, we built this place, now we're stuck here, right? There's something there that needs to be cleared, because yes, there is a land that is waiting for you. It sounds like you may have already even discovered where that is, and to put your roots down there would be a beautiful place. There is ley line energy there that resonates with you. If you haven't found it yet, you will find it. And there is, we want to say there is a pulse that goes through the land that you are looking for, that you will be residing on, that is going to be very energizing for you, and that is going to resonate for you. So we do feel like this idea of building the house is a great idea. Now, we're going to say this to everybody that is listening. Anytime we look at anything in the future, again, we told you this before, when you look at the future and you are looking at it, if you don't like what you see, it can change. And so that is one of the things about looking at the future. When you look at it, it changes because now you have more information. So now you're going to do something with that information, which changes the trajectory of that future. And so when you are asking those kinds of questions, do know that if it doesn't line up the way that it sounded like it was going to in this, and watching this video with us, that is okay, because you were able to make maybe different decisions and call in different energies around it, call in your beautiful guides and your counsels to come with you to help you to make all the right decisions, be in the right place at the right time, do the right things with the right piece of property or the right direction or whatever it is, and bring and welcome that in. We feel it very strong in your heart, and you feel, and we know if you are feeling pulled, which we think you are because you asked the question. So if you are feeling pulled to do that, follow your heart and see where it takes you. We do think there will be beautiful surprises along the way with that. So yes. Okay. What is the next question?
All right. The next question. Well, first we want to say thank you to Chris AU for the $10. And actually it comes with a question. He asks if you can have an energetic reading, and is there any messages for him at this time?
Chris, there is always messages for you. You are so connected, and Chris and us go way back. And so, Chris, we want to bring in your Arcturian councils around you, and bring in your beautiful helpers as well. Today we are seeing you being accompanied by the tall whites, and also working with some energies that you are ready to release right now. It feels like we want to take them off of your shoulders, and we want to take it off of your back. There is some energy that is restricting the breathing even. We want to let that breathing come in again. So we want you to take a nice deep breath and then release that out, and just allow for the body to expand again and to move again. And as we clear the energy off of the shoulders and off of the back, move these frequencies for you. Our ears are starting to pop now, Chris. So we know that we are moving some old energies, some old belief systems off of you at this time, so that you can be more open and alive and vibrant. Your Arcturian council, we're seeing 7 of them standing around you at this time. One of them is holding their hand over your heart to move some energy and just place you into a higher frequency, a higher vibration, bring you into more of a blissy state with beautiful, beautiful insights about your future. We know that you have a book inside of you, and soon this book is going to want to come out, Chris. You're going to be sitting down, and it feels like you're going to start writing, and then it's just going to start flowing for you. So please do not doubt this. Please do not shelter this from yourself. It feels like the energy comes in through the back part of your crown chakra, and it will just start flowing through your hands, and you'll start typing and moving this energy. You have a lot to offer this planet and information. You will bring in information about the shift into the 5th dimension. You'll bring in information about how the collective can get there and become the collective energy mindset. And you're going to bring in information, a lot of information about the 5th dimensional reality. You are connected to the 5th dimensional reality. You often, in your sleep state, will go to visit the crystalline cities that are placed throughout the planet. You are very much connected to a crystalline city off the ocean that is closest to you. That's how we're hearing it. The ocean closest to you. There is a city deep within the Australian Sea, areas there near you. We know that might mean that it doesn't mean that you have to be by the water to be connected to the city. Don't worry about that. We want you to just recognize that there is a connection for you with this underwater city, and that there is a lot of communication telepathically that goes on with you. Some of it might resonate with you in the conscious mind, but most of it goes to the subconscious mind and becomes a knowing and just an automatic reflex of yours to work in this way. We want to thank you for your donation, by the way. We want to thank you with great gratitude for your support. You are always supporting us on our station, and also with the YouTube channel with Jason as well. And we just hold great gratitude for you, Chris, and bring in this beautiful energy all around you. There's a lot of expansion coming in for you. Please stay open to it. It is, as you know, sometimes it is uncomfortable to move the other energies out to make room for it, but we want to make that transition as smooth as possible for you. And so we all will be working with you and doing our best to help that transition go smoothly. Your job is to claim it that way. I claim that my transition into this higher vibration goes very smooth, and it's going to be easy. It's going to be easy. And you just keep telling your body that as it acclimates to the new energy. Okay. And what is the next question, please?
The next question here comes from Viana, and they are asking if there's anything they need to know about their health issues right now.
Hello, Viana. And we are scanning here very quickly for you. Part of this is a fear-based energy that generates from coming from a very active job and then moving into a time of your life where things are slowing down. Things are moving slower. Things are moving slower. There's a belief system in there somewhere in your mind that, oh, now that I don't have this active job, these things are going to happen. X, Y, and Z are going to happen. The aches, the pains, the weight gain, the this, the that, the other. And you don't even know you're doing it. It is a program that has been put there years and years ago. Maybe somebody said those types of things to you. Oh, when you get older. Oh, when you retire. Oh, when you do this. Oh, when you do that. And they started planting the seeds. And these seeds are ready to go now. We don't need them. They're more like weeds, aren't they? And so let's pull some weeds, Viana. And let's just imagine as you close your eyes and just visualize yourself pulling the weeds of these old thoughts, these old belief systems that say that you need to have aches and pains and that this needs to not work anymore and that doesn't work anymore, and the back and the hip and the leg and the this and the that, right? And so this goes for everybody that is experiencing things that are ailments for you right now. We want to clear all the belief systems that have been placed there by society, by commercialism, by pharmaceutical companies, and so on. And we just want to set the intention to hand that all over to God. Say, thank you. I don't need you anymore. And just hand it on over and let it be transmuted. I don't need this belief system. Unplug it from the wall, that belief system that you need to carry any injury, ailment, illness, whatever it is. Just unplug the belief system. I don't need that anymore. I'm healthy, I'm strong, I'm vibrant, I'm alive. We are not saying that if you are having symptoms to not go to the doctor, of course, but we are saying claim your health, claim your energy, feel it in your body. Imagine yourself when you were healthy, when you had a time in your life where you felt strong and healthy, and then just imagine that and remember it and then bring it back into the body. And that is one of the ways to remind the body of the energy of that youthful, healthy body that you remembered back in the day, right? And if you do not have a memory like that, if you were born with a symptom or an ailment or something that is uncomfortable, then we say to you, show me a past life where I was strong and vibrant and alive, and I moved swiftly, and I was agile and all of those good things, and then ask to anchor that energy in. So as we do this with you, Viana, we see that there is the body, yes, can use some shifting, maybe get back into alignment, but the only way for the body to get into alignment is for the mind to get into alignment. So ask for help with your beautiful counsels to come in and help you get into alignment with those thoughts and to dismiss those thoughts and transmute the thoughts that are no longer serving you, and let go of any lifetime that is keeping you in this vibration as well. Hopefully that will help a lot of you. Okay. What is the next question?
The next question comes from Sharon, and they're asking, how thin is the veil now, and when will it dissolve completely, and what will the Earth look like when it finally does dissolve?
There's so many questions in the question.
Sorry, it's worded more better on thing. I just
You worded it perfectly. So the veil is very, very thin, as you know. Some may not even experience the veil at all. The conversations that you are having in your mind that are of lighthearted beauty, fun, charismatic conversations, the ones that are not the griper voice, the ones that are not the ego trying to beat you back down into a third dimensional reality, right? But those happier thoughts, those daydreams, those beautiful conversations where you are working things out and you are having an intelligent conversation in your mind, that is you and your higher self and source all working it out. You are already connected. You are already there. It is already happening. How does that change the way the earth looks? Well, the only way to change the way the earth looks for you is to change the way you're looking at the earth. How about that for an answer? So if you are looking at the earth through the lens of the news, we say turn off the news. If you are looking at the earth through the lens of tragedy, turn down that tragedy. Put your focus somewhere else. If you are looking at the earth in the terms of a beautiful place that is offering you amazing conversations and loving friends and family around you and all of that, and you are creating that reality. Now, we know that that sounds too simple, right? It sounds very simple. And a lot of energies are being caught up in what is going on around the planet at this time. But we want to tell you, please stay focused on what is happening in your life at this time. Are you safe? Are you, do you have shelter? Do you have good friends around you? Do you have happy moments in your life? And stay focused on your immediate surroundings first. And when you can find yourself creating a joyful place for yourself every single day, then hold that joyful place and then send that energy out to all of those who are experiencing the tragedies. Okay? Because most often, you're not going to be able to help the ones that are experiencing the tragedies just by looking at the tragedy with them and then putting more energy into the tragedy. We've talked about this many times in many videos. So what we're asking you to do is if you want a fifth dimensional reality, narrow down your field. Keep yourself in a closer knit group where you know that you are surrounded by positive people, and you're going to talk about all the things that light you up and make you passionate, like the universe and shifting perspectives and going on galactic journeys and whatever it is that lights you up. And keep putting your energy there and putting your focus on the things that are bringing you joy, because as you can do that, you are sending that frequency into the planet, and that ripples out and that ripples out and that ripples out. It's the same way that all the other things rippled out that you don't desire, because everybody was putting their energy on it, and now we have a lot of it. If we can get the masses to put their energy on the joyful things, then we can start creating a lot of it. And it is just that simple, and yet it is just that hard, because it is hard for us as compassionate beings to take our attention off of those who need our compassion and love and come over here and be in bliss and joy and happiness and a beautiful environment that we are creating for ourselves. A lot of people feel guilty for enjoying life if they know someone else is suffering. But we're saying to you, the only way to end the suffering is to find the way to find the joy in your life. And as you do that, it ripples out. And the more and more and more of humankind that can do that, the faster we will get to all of those people who are suffering and shift it for them as well. And we hope that that makes sense to everyone. And Tracie says, and we hope that that didn't make us sound like we're not compassionate, because we do love everyone. We want to send love out. And if you can send love to people, that is the way to do it. But if you are looking at their situation and you're sad and holding compassion and pain for them, then you're only amplifying their situation. So that is what we want to reiterate with everybody when we talk about these things. And we hope that that answered the question about how you can see the world. See it, narrow down your fields, and create your own reality, and then keep growing it out and growing it out. You will find your way that way very fast. What do we have next, Josh?
The next question comes from Brandy, and they're asking how and when will, or how/when will they finally consciously channel, and what can they do to heal or help the situation?
Brandy, you already channel, you just don't do it consciously, we guess. You are a conscious channel. If you watch yourself when you are talking and you get very passionate about what you're talking about, and then all of a sudden the way you're talking changes and you start getting into a rhythm and a flow and you just start speaking, you're like, oh my gosh, I just love the way that this is coming out. It's so poetic, just like Daniel with Tracie, he's so poetic. And then you find yourself back into your regular conversation and you never realize that you switched. And that is because why? Because the veil is so thin. The veil is so thin that a lot of you are channeling most of the time. You get into your passionate, exciting spiritual conversations and you start bringing in these very insightful pieces of information. And we're not saying that is separate from you. We're not saying that you are channeling that from another source far, far away. We're saying that you are connected to that source that is bringing in that version of that message for you, because that other energy is also you. And so it can't be separate from you. That is why the veil is not really even there anymore. Just like Daniel and Tracie are not separate. They are one. They are connected because they are one and the same. They come from the same soul, and they are just in different realities, different dimensions, different places throughout the planetary system, and using the telepathy and the energy of that connection to bring forward the messages. You are all able to connect in the same way, and you do connect in the same way. And your counsels are coming through you and bringing the messages because they are part of you. And so it is not to take away from, oh, that wasn't my intelligent verbiage, huh? No, it was your intelligent verbiage. It was your sage advice. You were the information. You were the source of the information because you are not separate from the space of which you gathered it from. And so, Brandy, you are channeling and start to understand it. Now, do you want to channel like Tracie is channeling? Well, you can do that. You can bring it through in a more direct way like that if you choose to. And just keep on focusing on inviting that energy to come in. And then don't question it when it does. It is a beautiful energy. And you may feel that energy as a tingling in the head or a vibration through the body as it starts to come in. And as you set your gatekeeper in charge to only allow that, which is in the highest vibration, to be present with you, then when you feel that vibration, if it feels like it is a high vibration, then bring it through and bring in the messages. Now, here's what we want to say to a lot of people that do not understand this. And people probably say, oh, Tracie's so lucky. She can just sit down and have a conversation with Daniel. That is not how that works for her. If she sits down and she says, okay, Daniel, what is it that I need to know about this? Yeah, that same silence, that's what she hears. And it doesn't work like that. She is here to bring messages forward for the collective. She is here to bring these energies in. Now, if someone were to ask her why she's in the channel like this and ask a question that she would like to know, of course, we can help bring it through. But she gets too attached to her own information when she is trying to be the channel and the questioner at the same time, you see. And so if you are working on becoming the channel, what you might want to do is have somebody set in place that you trust and value and you know will help you through that. And you have them ask you the questions and then you see what answers come up and you do it that way. But if you are sitting by yourself and you are trying to bring forward questions and answers, you've got too much of both energies going on. You're too consciously wrapped up into the questions to go shift back into the channel to bring the answer. So we say to you, bring in another party, bring in a friend, and have them, you get in your quiet space, you bring in that energy, you focus on the crown chakra, and you have them ask the question, and you go get that answer, and you bring it forward. Try that. See if that will help you become more the conscious channel that you are hoping to become. Okay, what is the next?
Well, first we have a couple things. Computer is giving me trouble here. 1 second. First, I want to say thanks to Sleeping Sun or Viana for the $4.39.
Beautiful, thank you.
Second, coming up on the 10-minute warning here. So
we got 10 more minutes before we're going to wrap this up with the collective. Mm-hmm.
And next, we have our question. The next question comes from Sarah, and they're asking, will they meet their soul companion survival partner?
What is the survival partner? Okay, Sarah, we like that. The survival partner. We all of a sudden, sorry, in Tracie's mind, she saw Rambo standing next to you with all of his big knives and his military garb, right? Will you be finding your, say the first part again without the survival partner part.
The soul companion.
The soul companion. The words we're hearing are so close. You're so close, but here's the problem with this, Sarah, is that it's going to be hard for us to look at this because energetically you guys are already connecting. You are connecting on that soul level. You feel this companion. That is why you are so drawn to ask that question, why you want to bring that closer to you. The companion is already energetically matching up with you. We want to, and again, we want to caution you when we say these things out loud that it doesn't have to be exactly what we're saying, because once we look at it, it changes. So we want to say that we're seeing 3 months. We're seeing 3 months time. And so when we say that to you now, we want you to know that whatever it is that is designed for you in the next 3 months is helping you to get to where you need to be to become the vibrational match to each other. So you can play with that a little bit. You can focus on the energy of this partner. As you know, you are already energetically connected. Sit with that, call in the partner, and ask, when the partner's energy comes into your energy field and you are sitting there together, ask your counsels, what is it that we could do to move our energies into a vibrational match sooner? What is it that we can do to become that vibrational match? Now, we also want to say that there are multiple timelines, and so you need to keep on with the timeline that this is a beautiful match that's coming to me. Do not get attached to the 3 months is what we're trying to say, because that date is very flexible. And we know that when dates are put out there, that can be a very poisonous thing to the mind, okay? Because you're going to get stuck on it. And then you're going to go, oh, 3 months went by and it didn't happen. Well, you have to keep in mind that time is different for us in this reality. This is the time that we were asking for a time frame for you. So that is the one that came in. That is the one we want to give you. And we want you to not be married to it. And that goes for anybody that ever gets a time frame. Please do not get married to the time frame. If it happens in that time, celebrate. If it does not, do not lose hope, because that does not mean anything. You have 2 people with free will going on here. So as you are adjusting your free will and asking to speed up this process, the other person, if they are not ready, might be getting further away. So you need to bring the energies together, and you need to call it in the highest good for both parties, okay? You have 2 free wills at play here. The time is not an anchor. It is not a guarantee. We love you. We hope you understand what we are saying with that. And we do feel your beautiful heart calling in that energy for you. And we know that the universe is working hard on your behalf to make that happen and to create that scenario for you so that you will have your partner in life through the good and the bad of it all. Okay? And what do we have now?
All right. The next question comes from, first. From Lori Martin, we have a $10 donation. We want to say thank you for that.
Thank you so much, yes.
And then next we have a question from Silvana, and they're asking, what can they do to start their Reiki business, sort of what to do first kind of thing.
Starting a business, such a fun thing. And we love that you are bringing your energy and your power in. We want you to know that you have a very high intuitive level as well. So when you're bringing in the energy of the Reiki, when you're working with your client, we want you to be, you're going to be getting hits intuitively as well. Please make sure that your client is okay with hearing the information. When they come in, you can ask them, if I get intuitive hits, would you like to hear the information that comes in? And bring that beautiful high vibrational information in for them as well. We see that that there could be a location for you. We feel two other people. I don't know what that is. We feel two other people. So it could be a location that holds a space where two other people are also sharing that space, that you could get connected with. That would also be a great place to bring in referral business for you, as they maybe they do a different practice and they say, oh, maybe you would like to get Reiki from this beautiful being over here to move you into another energy as well. You have a unique gift and ability to move energy. Don't limit yourself to Reiki, in other words, is what we're saying. You're going to start finding as you evolve your Reiki that you are going to bring in new gifts, other gifts as well. And as you are working with people, you're going to start discovering what those gifts are, and they will start to open up for you. So be open to information coming to you in different ways, healings coming in for you in different ways, as you are the facilitator, as you open up yourself to be the facilitator, to bring the information and the energy into your client. As you were asking a specific question about how do I start my business, we think that there are others that could help you do that, and just ask to be in alignment with the ones who are going to help you to get established and get something going with that. We feel like there's others involved, and so put that out there to the universe to bring you to the right people at the right time that will help you to move that into the right space. And how much time do we have?
It's 4 o'clock.
Okay, let's do one more question and then we'll wrap it up.
Okay, the last question here comes from Anita, and it says that they've been having a lot of work coming in recently, which is exciting but can be really overwhelming. How can they best balance that out, and how can they replicate that abundance in their other areas of their life?
How can they balance out the abundance of energy that is coming, or abundance of work that is coming in? You can manipulate time. So what is happening is that you get overwhelmed by the idea of a lot of work, and so then the day seems very, very short, doesn't it? And so what we want you to do is we want you to grab that cup of coffee. We want you to sit down and kick your feet up on that desk and go, okay, this is going to be easy. I got this. And just work at a steady pace. Don't look at what's not done yet. Don't look at what's coming in. Just work at a steady pace. And you're going to find that you get way more done just being steady. Steady wins the race, right? You just stay steady with it and try not to look at the clock. Try not to look at the piles of things that are happening around you that need to get done. And just steady, steady, steady. And see what that does for you. And work with the others to do the same thing. Because it feels like, boy, it almost feels like you could use another person in your office is what it feels like. But that may not be an option. So moving through this the best you can, but the energy that you need to stay out of is that you don't have enough time. Because when you do that, you manifest that. And so you got all the time in the world to get all these things done. And it is amazing how fast this work is moving throughout the day, and you are going to start seeing yourself actually leaving 10 minutes early even, or you're done 10 minutes early today, and you're just going to see that people are showing up at the right place at the right time again to help you move through this, delegate whatever it is, and then next thing you know, everything's all caught up and everything's done, and it's efficient and it's wonderful, and you have the most amazing crew that works with you, and you are the most amazing facilitator of this energy as well. And did we answer the question?
I believe so. The only other part was just the second half, which was how could they replicate the abundance in other areas of their life.
Again, we're going to go back to that. Set the energy and frequency that it is already there, and not and let go of the energy that was behind that question that insinuates it's not there. And so you let go of that vibration of what you don't want, and you bring in again the vibration that you do want, and you start setting what we call the etheric double. You keep seeing it that way, keep seeing it that way, keep seeing it that way, and eventually the universe starts plopping it down in front of you that way. See? So you are setting the vibration that it is already like that, and then you act as if it already is, and keep holding that vibration as if you were looking at your bank account and it has all the money in the world in it, and you are looking at your home life and you have all the cuddles and kisses and snuggles and TV time and whatever it is you want, and however you want that to look, and you are looking at the work life and it is abundant and wonderful and thriving, and you are handling everything perfectly and stress-free. And you just keep seeing it that way, keep seeing it that way, keep seeing it that way. And the universe will become the energetic match to that which you are putting out. And so we are going to call it in for all of you that this vibration of lack can be gone now. So if you are feeling lack in any area of your life, we want you to imagine now that you are taking that lack out of your body, like it is just a little fuzzy, what do we want to call it? What do they call that in Star Trek? We lost the word for it. Yes, Josh knows which one we're talking about, with the little fuzzy balls.
It's like
tribbles, something.
Tribbles.
Anyways, little fuzzy ball. You've got all this lack in the little fuzzy ball, and we want you to hand it over to the angels, and the angels are going to haul off with that. But what we want to do is we're going to call in your beautiful councils all around you, and they're going to start working on that vibration within your body, and you are easily, effortlessly, and painlessly releasing all feelings of lack and disappointment and sadness and frustration. It's all being cleared out of the body. Just imagine a filtration system moving through the body, and it's collecting all of those unfortunate energies that keep you in lack. And you are feeling inspired, you are feeling courageous, you are feeling confident, you are feeling amazing, you are feeling like you could be Superman. Yes. And so keep moving that energy in. I am confident, I am strong, I am courageous, I am equipped to do everything that I came here to do. I have everything I need, and I am thriving. Whatever words come to mind for you to build that future, tell that story. And with that, our friends, thank you so much for being here with us today. And we are sorry if we did not get to all the questions, but all of you, we love you all so much. Thank you to those who are donating and supporting in a financial way. That was very generous of you, very kind. Thank you for all of you for giving us beautiful energy and support in that way, and for watching this video and for being here with us and sharing this time. We thank you for letting us be part of your journey. We're going to bring Tracie back in now, and we will see you next time. Okay. Oh, you guys are awesome. Thank
triples.
You. Triples?
Yeah.
Oh, you guys got it for us. Okay, good. Or did you Google it?
I Googled it.
All right, those little fuzzy things in the Star Trek show. Yeah, and they make a bunch of little noises, right? Mm-hmm. Something like that. Okay, so we thank Josh. What are you showing me?
The triples.
Oh. Okay, so we thank Josh for being here to be our question guy. Always a lot of fun. Thank you guys for everything that you contribute and share with us in energy wise. And for all of you who are watching later, I hope you were able to get something also out of the video, and love you all so much. I'm going to go ahead and let you go have the rest of your day. And I'm buzzing, so I'm going to go enjoy that energy. The sun is shining on me and making little lines on my face. I'm going to enjoy that too. Okay. So thank you everybody so much. And I am going to go ahead and end the video with blowing you a kiss. Mwah!